All right. So you're here to learn a little bit more about Terrapins Connect. And so what we're going to be doing today is taking a guided tour of our online networking and mentorship platform. Some of you may already have accounts. Some of you may be new and interested in setting up an account. Regardless of where you're at, we're going to learn how you can make the most of this platform, both for your own networking and mentorship, or if you're interested in giving back on networking and mentorship. And if y'all could just give me a thumbs up that you can see my screen and you don't have anything else distracting you. Can everybody see my screen okay? And there's nothing else in the way. Nobody said anything yet, so I'm assuming that that's good news. Great. Thanks, Cynthia. So before we begin, to introduce myself. I am the manager of alumni career programs here at the Alumni Association, and I'm typically joined with my colleague, Ellie, who is the director. We're a team of two focused exclusively on career programming. Ellie is out on maternity leave, though, spending time with her new baby girl, Maple, but she'll be back soon enough. And so as you know of the Alumni Association, maybe you've heard of regional networks like Montgomery County Terps or Howard County Terps, or maybe you've seen emails about membership and joining or signature events like our holiday party. Our team is entirely focused on career programming. So our team exists because when a huge alumni survey was being done, the top 1, 2, and 3 things that alumni asked for or wanted had to do with careers, networking, mentorship. So our team exists to bring that content to you that is accessible, easy, and most of the time free. Like, for example, this Terrapins Connect platform is entirely free to use. And so that's a little bit about us. So that's about us, but what is Terrapins Connect? What is this place? It might look a little bit different. If you've logged on before, we underwent an upgrade this past summer, what we're calling V2. And so this place is like LinkedIn, except exclusively for Terps. So everybody that is on the platform has been vetted, is a Terp, and has opted into mentorship and networking and is in this platform because they want to take part in that. So that's what makes it a special place as opposed to somewhere like a LinkedIn. I really recommend that you use both of them together. And with V2, so if you were on this before, but maybe, didn't stop using it or you have more questions, the platform might look a little different. We have much more machine learning and AI attached to the platform. So the more you use the platform, the more it works for you. And I'll show you a little bit what I mean by that moving forward. And so just to give you a sense of who's on Terrapins Connect, we have close to 16,000, almost 16,000 users, clocking in right around 15,800. The majority of which are alumni. About 4,000 are current students. You can see the breakdown in this pie chart here. We have about 1% of faculty or staff, 20% students. And then like you see, the vast majority of the folks on the platform are alumni. And so, since we've started, we've had over 17,000 messages sent. About 20% of users have actively made connections or have had one-on-one meetings with fellow Terps. And then 96% of the users who engaged in these meetings said they would recommend this platform to fellow alumni. And you can see that we've been steadily growing over time. Since 2020, we saw more people starting to engage in the pandemic, as I'm sure most online platforms did, or you might have even felt yourself connecting more online than you had in the past. And so we've seen a steady growth, since that time. And I won't read all of these, but I do think that it's important that you not only hear from me, but you also hear from users. And so, folks and Terps from all ages have submitted feedback, and we have people like Maeve, who graduated in 2022, to say, Terrapins Connect helped me connect with people not only over my major, but also career interests in hometowns and other hobbies. We have people like Maxwell, who got great insight into supply chain and logistics careers post-graduation. And then we also have mentors giving feedback where they talk about, as Alan said, it was a very nice meeting, and I'm thankful that Victor reached out, surprised how much we have in common, and it should lead to more discussions, introductions, and networking. The Terrapins Connect is a great way to meet and network. And so, like I said, I'm not going to read all of these to you, but those who do choose to engage on this platform tend to have a pretty good experience. And so with all of that, this all means nothing to you if I don't walk you through the platform. So what I want to spend today doing is really looking at this platform and walking you through it digitally. And so can everybody see my screen okay? It looks like you can. So when you log in, and I should, you know what, I'll start with maybe if you haven't logged in yet, what that might look like. So you will get a screen. Let me see if I can open an incognito screen so we can see what it would look like if you. So when you are ready to join, if you don't have a username yet, it's going to bring you here, terrapinsconnect.umd.edu. There are 3 ways to sign on. If you're a student, a current student, the single sign-on option is probably best for you because you can use your UMD credentials to sign on as you would the rest of things on campus. If you're an alumni, you can continue with LinkedIn, which actually transfers over all of your information from LinkedIn, like your job history, which just makes it easy for you so you don't have to plug it in manually. Or you can do like any other sign-up method, just an email and a password. And so you can set up, log in here, and if you don't have an account, sign up. You can click this up here. And so that's what you'll see at first. Once you are signed in with a username, this is what's going to come up with you. I'm on the alumni view right now, so this is what alumni will see. You'll answer a few questions to set up your profile. Like I said, if you sign in with LinkedIn, it'll be easier. It'll preload things for you, but it'll ask you where you are in your career stage and things of that nature. And your home screen is going to look something like this. You'll be able to update your role in your company. So I have mine here for now. And you can also update where you are in your journey. And so this is what I meant when I said there's a lot more machine learning and AI at play. You can say, I'd like to share my career experience and help others if you're interested in mentoring. Or maybe you have no idea what you want to do next. Maybe you're interested in a few careers, or maybe you know what you want and just need to figure out how to get there. And based on what you click, it will update your home screen for you. So for me, I just clicked, okay, I know what I want and I need some help with next steps. It'll give me viewed careers and it'll give me people who might be able to help me. So based on what I have selected in the past. It also will show you opportunities. This homepage is really a catch-all where it gives you a snippet of a lot that the platform has to offer. And so this will give you kind of a homepage, and then you also can update, say, okay, I've been in this career, later on, it's time for you want to be a mentor, you want to give back. You can update that, and then it'll update your page accordingly as well and show you a little bit of different options. The main tab that I think most people live in the most is this community tab up here. And so this is our home base. Right up here, this red ribbon is where you can choose how to explore. And so this community tab is similar to LinkedIn, where you can browse through everybody on the platform. It's a little bit overwhelming at first, and it looks like my internet's going a little bit slow, so you can bear with me while it loads here. But you'll be able to search people if you want to search individuals and see if they're on the platform. But most common is people searching by industries or other filters. So degree types, location is a very popular one. And so you can actually filter by a bunch of different things. You could even do if they were in the military. And so let's see if I choose an industry, if this will speed up my internet a bit. Let's say I'm interested in accounting. I can apply that industry and see, oh, now we'll go a little bit quicker. And I can see that there are 329 matches of people of Terps that are in accounting. And I might say, okay, it's a little bit too big of a number for me. I'm interested in, let's say, someone that is from Baltimore. Maybe I live in Baltimore and I specifically want to connect with people in my city. I can filter by Baltimore, and anybody in accounting in Baltimore will pop up. So now, okay, there's 69 people, and I might scroll through and look and say, I'm interested. Okay, executive, firm manager. Maybe I'm just getting my start. So okay, let's say Erin, staff accountant at Exelon. Maybe I'm interested in that company. I can actually go and click message to Erin, and I can see her bio. I can see what she's done. I can see her background here on this left-hand corner. And then there's also templates for me to get started. And this is really helpful for either our young alum or our students who are not quite sure how to reach out. but you can actually pick a template, or you can just write something like, say you already know Erin. Hey, Erin, great to see you again, or something like that. Or, hey, I want to expand my network. You can actually go in, click the template, and you can edit it accordingly. And then you can also request a meeting here. And I'll share with you how you can edit your own preferences to make sure that people are requesting meeting times during times that work for you, or maybe you only want a certain amount of people to reach out per month. You can edit that accordingly. So that is how you can connect with Erin. And you can do this for a number of different industries. I would recommend trying the industries that are already here if you can. Otherwise, you can also search by keywords. So for example, I was on a call with a speech pathologist and there wasn't speech pathology listed here, but instead I typed in speech and was able to filter by that. Say you want to explore a number of different filters, just make sure you click clear all and start over, because sometimes you might find yourself in a hole where you're searching accounting majors who also do this, who also do this. So the more filters you use, the harder it gets to find a match for you. You can see that there are 10, this is the homepage. When you're not selecting anything, you can see that there's 10,000 people that are active on the platform and actually 92 users that are active right now. If they have this green message, that means that they are on the platform right now, and you can actually chat them now as you would like an AIM, or I guess for those of you who might be younger than AIM, instant messaging. And so that's our Connect community tab. So I would encourage you, if you're interested in growing your network, want to find a mentor, this would be a great place to go. Or if you're interested in mentoring others, this is where they're going to go to find you. However, that is not where this platform ends. So we also have up here, this is brand new with the new V2, what I call that V2 upgrade. We now offer something called career paths as well. And so you can actually go through and search different career paths that might be interesting for you. So customer service representatives, for example, I'll just click this one because it comes up. You can go through and you can see, okay, maybe I'm interested in this. You can explore the work responsibilities. Some of them have day in the life videos that you can explore. What do you need? What common level of education do you need for this? Okay, it looks like I might only need a high school diploma. And then you can actually scroll through people in network or in Terrapins Connect that have been customer service representatives. And you can scroll through and see people that you might be able to talk to. You can also see relevant opportunities or related paths. And so I'll talk about our job board, but you will actually see in these career paths, jobs that were posted that might apply to this role. And then also related paths. So some of these are a little silly, like pilots, like maybe if you love customer service, you would want to be a pilot sometime, or maybe work on some airline. Backend developers, customer marketing managers. But the more you click, the more it will give you things that apply to you. And then also, when you are in your homepage, you can not only update your career stage, but you can also update what drives you. And so if you click being creative and achieving goals, you might receive different connection requests or different, job suggestions based on the things that you click here. And so we've gone over community, we've gone over career paths. I want to cover pathways. This is something that is being built out now. And so right now we only have 5 posted, but there will be more coming. These are essentially like a LinkedIn learning for you. So if they're 3-step, they're interactive little lessons that have quizzes after them. And so they talk about, this is talking about your offer search or job search, steps to design the life you want. If you are someone that really loves online learning and likes little snippets of new information, these pathways are great for you. And so some of these might interest you. And like I said, we're building these out so more are coming. For our alumni on this call today, this is also a hot button here, is our jobs. So you can actually explore jobs and internships. This is our alumni exclusive job board. So anybody that comes to us and says, hey, we have a job that we're posting, we want to share our job with you, it'll be posted here and you'll be able to actually see who posted the job. And right now we have 14 actively posted. We also have a connection with the Career Center's job posting board, and we have to refresh that token monthly. But once that token is refreshed, we'll have multiple thousands of jobs typically, but these jobs that you can see right now are ones that have been posted by people on Terrapins Connect that are refreshed. So someone from the Ullman Foundation, Girl Scouts of Connecticut. Let's click on this University of Maryland one, for example. You can see who posted it. You can click in and you can actually connect with them, or you can see, wow, 632 people have experience actually working here. So you can show and connect with people that might have had similar work experiences or worked for the specific company. And like I said, this job board's at 14 now, but we're going to refresh that token with the Career Center and you'll be able to see more. And again, the same way that you can filter your community, you can also filter jobs. So you can filter by location, by industry, whether you want full-time or part-time jobs. And then the target applicant pool. This will likely, because we have designed this to only be alumni focused, this is for an exclusive alumni job. So, the target applicant pool will always be alum. Our next thing here we have is groups. And so this is a great way to connect with people in specific areas or colleges that might interest you. And so, for example, if you were in the Army, our Army Terps group, Small and Mighty at 36, we have some larger groups like BIPOC and STEM. So a group focused on connecting Black, Indigenous, and people of color in science, technology, engineering, and math, open to alumni. Some of these groups are private, so you have to be part of a specific program to join them. So for example, this incentive awards program would not be open. But if you're a Clark alum, this is open to the public. This is open to anybody that was in the Clark School of Engineering. So you could join that. And so you can explore these groups. And in these groups, for example, we can click on this BIPOC and STEM, you can see specific members. This just makes a little bit smaller of a community, right? So if you're interested in exploring here, you can see these people. You can add, there's a discussion board where you can add specific things in these discussion boards, like Lizzie posted about the 1856 project to learn more. There also might be specific resources here for folks interested in this specific area. And so those are our groups. So I would encourage you, or if you have a group that you're interested in starting and you have a large following, you can talk to me specifically about starting a group that you might not see here. But I encourage you to explore those as you chime in and log into Terrapins Connect. Our last two tabs here are our events and our resources tab. And this is essentially just an extension of our alumni website. And so you can see any events that are related to career related things. So you'll see lots of career week ones here, but you can register for events here. And these are the same events that you're going to see on our website. So like I said, these are just an extension, just another way to show the events that we have coming on. If you find you're not really going to the alumni.edu website, but you are coming to Terrapins Connect, you'll see the same events in both places. Last but not least, we have a host of different resources. So Pathways is our resources that are a little bit more engaging and will take you through step-by-step things like the job search. But if you're looking for links or articles and videos, this is a great place for you to head. And you can just scroll through and see, okay, what else exists for career development that I might be able to engage with. So like I said, you can see some articles and videos, Terrapins Connect best practices, mentoring and networking tips. You can see all of those here. In each of them, they might have similar letters, but similar photos. But oh, here they are. Here they're updating. It's just my internet. So I was about to say these all are the same picture, but here's our cover letter guide, resume guide, interview guide. You can explore these resources here. However, I will say the things that are most frequented, as opposed to if you are overwhelmed by big platforms, I would say focusing in on this community tab here is a great place to start, making sure that you can filter people by industries and connect with people there, and also being available there for students who want to be mentored. This community spot's a great place to be. And then our job board here, like I said, this job board is not only if you're searching for jobs, but also if you're hiring. If your company is hiring and you want to hire Terps, that's a great place to go. And so again, apologies on my internet being a little slow today, but I want to be able to show you where you can edit your preferences. And so like I said, if somebody reaches out to you, how will you know that they're reaching out? How can you set your availability? That is all up in your preference tabs here. So here you can see my little profile up here in the corner, and then you can also see preferences here. And so you can opt into, okay, maybe you really don't like notifications. You can choose what notifications you want. You can also add a phone number, and then your availability here is how you can request, you can choose, okay, I had to have only one meeting a month, maybe it's 2 meetings a month, or it can be unlimited. I will say we have never had an alumni say that like, oh my gosh, students are knocking down my door, I'm getting requests, bombarded by requests. So I wouldn't expect anything like that. But if you do really want to be careful and mindful of your time, you can select that here. And then these are groups that I am in, and you can actually say, if you're in a specific group, okay, I'm open to, for Flash mentorship, how open are you to meeting? You can also update your account here if you ever need to change your password, if you ever want to update or loop your LinkedIn in. This is where you can access all of that material. You can actually put a calendar sync to this. So if you really want people to know, okay, you can just schedule a meeting right away. You can actually manage your calendar and put that in here. And you can do a personal calendar sync. I personally don't. I just have students reach out and then I can share my calendar then. But if that's something that you love, the automated, you're a Calendly pro, this works similar to that. Our matching quiz down here, if you want to get recommended users for connections, you can update your matching preferences. So you can edit your responses that you're interested in. Let's say you're interested in meeting people in Baltimore, or in DC, or in Boston. You can choose that here, and there's going to be different steps to update your preferences. And then, like I said, your notifications can be managed here. Here's your inbox. So this little letter up here is when you do have people reaching out. This is where you can see your inbox, similar to like you would any other social media platform where you have specific areas for messaging. You have your notifications here. And then this help bar here is always useful if you are like unsure how to do something. If you're unsure, you need support in some way, this help button is the best way to get quick support. And then when in doubt, you just want to go back to your homepage, you can just click this Terrapins Connect on the upper left-hand corner. And so I know I zoomed through this very quickly. I am going to head back to my full screen here and just talk a little bit about, so now that you've seen the platform, now that you know what it looks like, all its capabilities, how can you use this to advance your own career? And so I've worked with both students and alumni. And so for students, if you're a student on this call, it can be your go-to space to connect with alumni. Like I said, you can explore these potential career paths, you can join groups, and you can get connected with Alumni Association resources. For alumni, I mean, a lot of this is similar. You can also give back with mentorships, find or post jobs, get connected with Alumni Association resources. But most importantly, I think, is the networking with fellow alum in your area or industry. If you're looking to pivot your career, if you're looking to start talking to people outside of, or maybe you're looking to expand your own networking in your own industry, this is an awesome place to get started. We had someone that was interested in law school. They're like, I am nowhere near doing anything like law school right now, but I'm really interested in talking to alum who might have taken this path. How can I get connected with them? And this was a great space to do that. And you could see that in the Connect tab that we just went over. If you ever find yourself thinking, okay, I know Megan did that whole walkthrough with me and I saw the platform, but I'm a little bit unsure about this specific section, we have a playlist on YouTube with Ethan, and it's called Terrapins Connect Tips or TC Tips with Ethan. And he will actually walk you through things like setting preferences, what are pathways, how can you network, how do you edit your profile? Ethan will actually walk you through all of these things, and they're little short clips. You can see none of them are more than 5 minutes long. I think our longest is like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And so you can view all of his tips here. If you find yourself just like needing a quick reminder, Ethan's a great person to do that. And so I do see some questions in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and start answering some of these. Okay, reminds me of ONET. Great. Jennifer asks, is the Terrapins Connect visible and or accessible via LinkedIn if LinkedIn was used to populate Terrapins Connect? That's a great question. So you can upload your information from LinkedIn, but there's going to be nothing that posts from Terrapins Connect to LinkedIn unless you choose to. If you choose to share your Terrapins Connect information, you could opt in to doing that on your own and write your own status about it. But what you're really doing is just sharing your email address and your work history. But you're not going to be able to see your Terrapins Connect account on your LinkedIn account. Does that answer your question, Jennifer? I hope that might be helpful. If not, let me know. So Cynthia said, to start the process, it's going to terrapinsconnect.umd.edu and then click a link button to register as a new user. And someone at UMD verifies that the new user is an alumni or student to grant approval. Yes, that's exactly right. So you'll make a new account. It might take, we try to do them in 24 hours or 24 business hours. So if you do it over the weekend, it'll be on Monday that you'll be approved, but we make sure that everybody that enters the platform is an alum. And the second part of that question is, once the approval is granted, an email is sent notifying. Yes, once you are approved, it'll say, welcome to Terrapins Connect, continue to finish setting up your profile. So that's exactly how it works. Thanks, Cynthia. And Jennifer gave me a smiley face, so it looks like that answers her question. Any other questions today? I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. I know some of you joined in a little late, so I'm happy. This will all go onto YouTube, like I said, onto our playlist, so you can watch my walkthrough. Or like I said, we have those TC tips with Ethan, where you can actually be walked through setting up an account, preferences, our job board, things like that with Ethan. Emily asked, can I set up a new account if I don't remember my old login info? Yes, or you can email me. If you had an account and then you got locked out of it, I can send you a password reset if you let me know what email it was in, or you can set up an entirely new account. That's up to you. If you don't remember your old login info for Terrapins Connect. In terms of, I've also had questions. I can't get into the SSO or like the Maryland system, like the ID system, if you've graduated. That unfortunately is like a University of Maryland IT problem. So you'd have to, if you can't get into your University of Maryland account, you'd have to ask them. But that's why I encourage alumni to either sign up with LinkedIn or just an email address. Does that answer your question, Emily? If not, okay, I see a thumbs up. Great. Cynthia, you all did an amazing job setting up Career Week this year. Thank you, Cynthia. If someone has an idea for a future session for next year's Career Week, how would they reach out with the suggestion? You can send an email to alumni@umd.edu or my own email, or you can do both. And we typically start planning for Career Week really in the fall. So feel free to reach out, and we always love hearing for alum and ideas that they may have to bring more career advancement to both Career Week and also year-round programming. So outside of Terrapins Connect, if you have, anything that you'd like to cover or any suggestions, I'm always excited to hear from alum. Any other questions before I end this recording? I might as well end this recording now, and then I'll stay on for a few